Well, these four briefs are about the impacts of transnational business operations on business and human rights. So these briefs are a contribution to the tightening of the regulatory framework around global supply chains. It's about the prevention and the remediations of human rights impacts in business operations. And these briefs might be of interest to those who are following the UN Guiding Principles and the debates in the United Nations on a treaty on business and human rights. Well, to contribute to this debate, the four briefs cover different angles that I think are necessary to grasp. One of them is about historical developments, about ideas that were advanced particularly in the United Nations. The second brief is about principles that are very important when trying to regulate business operations and their impacts on human rights. Things get really complicated when transnational business operations are in focus as opposed to domestic business operations, so things get really complicated then. The third brief is about recent policy developments in several regulatory areas. The brief discusses not less than 6 policy areas, and it's an argument for trying to analyze them together rather than separately, because these policy developments are not on everybody's radar, so people might not be aware of the latest developments. So the fourth brief is about a way to analyze policy developments in global supply chains if you take into account the insights from the 3 previous briefs. The argument is that many interventions are happening to some extent right now. They are possible. In the same time, it's important to have a comprehensive framework for analyzing these developments if we want to find practical and feasible ways to increase the protection of human rights.